All right, we're in the big catch tournament. We're in the opening round of the rookie division. I'm in my 77 account, and Dunner is. What's up, Dunner? What's
What's
up?
up?
Sup? Somebody commented on our last video, and they said there can never be too many Dunners. So that's the deal. That's right. That's right.
That person must be on drugs.
So they're friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I have 3 rounds. Do I have 3? I have 3 rounds under my belt. No, we have 2 rounds under our belt. Oh, well, not even 2 rounds, just 2 9-hole sections. So 1 round. See if we can pick it up here and not drop that par 4 that we both screwed up on in the qualifying round. But you made it in with an 11.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Barely.
Barely.
Well, I wouldn't say barely. There was I think 13 people qualified, 12 or 13 people qualified, because there were so many 11s.
Well, let's see. I'm going to just go up to 50 here. Right now, and we still have most of the bottom 50 in the bracket haven't played. But right now, to get in, it takes a 22. So, but I'm not sure whether that'll hold. But right now, a 22 will get you in. Minimum score.
I see
minus 12.
2 22s right now. That's not going to stay though. I think you gotta do at least 24.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is definitely a minimum score.
Maybe 23 if you're lucky.
I think that one
Depending
part.
on how many there are.
Is it the first par 5? That par 5, you're going to have to bring out. If you play it with like a lower level ball, you're definitely going to have some struggles on that hole. But if you bring out a bigger power ball, even if you've got mid-level clubs, it'll be a tough eagle. But I mean, that hole just doesn't scream Albi, even if you've got upper developed stuff, and you bring out a big ball. I mean, that is a pretty tough hole. Hole number 1, though. What were we doing? I was trying to go over to the other side and come straight at it, and you're going to the left down to the end.
Yeah.
And if you go down to the end where you're on that,
I don't know if I'm.
It's the green is like this, where it goes up the hill, and then it's got all these little bumps going to the flagpole. But if you come over from the right hand
It might
side,
work with that wind.
It's flatter. So I'm gonna do the same thing I did before.
You can do a rough bump on the second shot if you go to the left, but it's kind of tricky just because you got to find like a little area.
Yeah.
But
all right.
Just gotta make sure I get into Goliath range.
We're playing in New Zealand. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. It's late. We flew the private jet out there. All right, here we go. Are you ready?
Yep. 3, 2, 1, go.
Spinning.
Dots finally.
Dots and nothing. I'm going to back out and get back in.
Yep.
Spinning. Dots and nothing.
Yeah, New Zealand sucks.
Okay, let's get back out.
I think we had this before.
Well, it's later.
Let's just do Australia.
Let's just do Australia. So hold on. Let's get rid of that. Turn the game off. Let's go. We're gonna get in the private jet and fly to Australia. I think this puts me in Sydney.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in Sydney. We've got so much cheddar that we have 2
Sydney.
private jets.
Okay, Sydney.
And 16 yachts. So
can't buy a gold banner though.
You can have one stolen from you. That's for sure.
Yeah, I don't think it was this account, but yeah.
All right, now I'm ready.
Okay, yeah. 3, 2, 1, go.
Spinning.
Dots.
I got in too fast. I need to give you a little bit more time.
Yeah, it takes forever when it's in Australia and New Zealand and stuff for the dots to show up.
We got dots and too many banners. There we go. There we go.
Yeah, I think I remember we tried New Zealand before and it was the same bullshit. And then we went to Australia and it was like, okay, that's better.
Oh, that'll be in the rough. For sure, right there, boys and girls. Wow, I can't believe I got out of that.
Just gonna skip out?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because that was like, that was so great, it was almost...
You gave yourself a lot of room, though.
I always try and give myself at least a great to the left and the right and a perfect down the middle. Sometimes the great to the right is actually the perfect shot, but I try and give myself as much room as possible. It always cracks me up when I see people set their shots up and it's like, dude, you're like giving yourself no room. You get to set the shot up. Why wouldn't you give yourself more room? Especially on the drive. I mean, it's just a delivery system. Now, the one thing about hitting to the left is you don't have to bring out anything special and you don't have to do max overpower. So I just don't like the approach to the green. 0.9 plus 10% to the cup is what I'm trying. Times the wind divided by 0.9.
Get up there, get up there, get up there.
You can see how it is coming up to the green. And there is a rough bump from that side, but there's a lot of movement. 1.8 equals divided by...
Yeah, you got to hit it like at the furthest possible point.
.2 rings. The massive pull. Keeping it perfect. Probably should put my perfect glasses on.
Did you figure out your grid stuff yet?
No.
Oh.
Slight underpull. I did a 10% there, so let's see if I would have did a 15. What would that number would have worked out to?
Oh yeah, perfect.
1.1, 1.8. That'd have been 2.3. That wouldn't have been. I'm going to do plus 2. Plus 10% plus 0.2. I'm getting closer on that hole, though. I tried. Damn, dude, that was 2 rings great.
Get out of the way now.
Well, the good news is that looks, well, about 2 rings great. That's the third shot I've taken on this, and I've been working it closer and closer to the cup, so I'm getting close. In the hole.
I see.
Hole number 1 in the bag. All right, hole number 2.
Someone in the clan posted.
Richard posted.
A shot.
Which way's the wind blowing? And the wind, we couldn't ask for better wind today. So I mean, if we hit it perfect, like the wind is blowing in such a way that it's almost, well, we're going to get a little tiny bit of side wind from the tee box here. Like if you were actually in the pro tee box, the wind's blowing damn near absolutely due to the cup. But we will be getting a little teeny bit of side wind, but not too bad.
Yeah. So I think here's one of those situations, if you're using Goliath, someone in the chat posted plus 10%, and Richard posted plus 15.
Yeah, and I think you were using a plus 15, and I did a plus 10 the last time. I made it twice on this hole, and I did a plus 10 both times. But
yeah, that's what I did. I was going to go plus 10. I think it's a situation where, because it's a Goliath, if you use plus 10 or if you use plus 15, it doesn't really change the actual number.
Right. Well, in that case, we could add on plus 0.1. And what ball was I taking? I was using a Katana. Now, let me look here real quick. All right. I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
All right, that was a 7 count.
DOS? Oh, a little bit too long.
Oh, you got somebody immediately.
I got Silent and whatever his name is.
No, it wouldn't have mattered. When you get somebody that quick, it wouldn't have mattered.
Probably not.
And I'm going to spin forever because who the hell is playing hole number 2 in Australia at 2:30 in the morning? What time is it in Australia?
Depends. I think they actually do have more than one time zone.
It's 3:56 in the morning there, so it's 4 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday. Now this is the other way to go at it, is to use that backboard. Now they're using their B52. And that was an eyeball adjustment. For sure. Perfect. Pretty close. .2 equals divided by 1.9, 2.43 rings. .43 rings.
Perfect, barely perfect. But perfectly in the hole.
Oh, and I hit it great. Ah! And it went great past the hole. Well, that's a bummer. You can't expect good things when you don't hit perfect. I mean, it's nice when it works out, but it doesn't work out all the time. I like our stuff on that hole. I like it, but that was not good.
This drive is gonna suck.
Headwind?
Yep. I don't know if I can make it through all the way through that fairway with the headwind.
Well, I don't think the headwind's going to matter as far as like on that, because you're actually kind of.
I don't have the top spin to get all the way through though.
But you're actually pulling back from the red line.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Still need a power 5 ball.
Power 5.
What do I got for something? You really want side spin for the second shot though too.
Yeah.
I think I did use I'll go with Armadillo ball. No, but then I'll have to overpower the tee, and it's only +1. I guess I got this one. +3, that's a good ball. 5-3-3.
I know that the drive on this is such that if you make a bad wind adjustment, because if you push your ball forward just a little bit, it dives down. If you pull it back a little bit, it's one of those ones where you really have to hit the spot that you're aiming for, and so the adjustment on the drive is critical. And with headwind, I'm not sure if we shouldn't add a little bit on, or because it seemed like before we were getting like side wind, more of a side windish deal, and so it doesn't really affect it as much. All right, you ready?
Ready as I'll ever be. 3, 2, 1, go.
Six count.
Dots.
Dots in.
Oh, I got fucking Thailand man again.
Okay, we're gonna have to give him. We're gonna have to. Like, what the hell are you doing, dude? Like.
Yeah, Thailand man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
This is USA versus Canada, not Thailand. Come on. That's because he's been sitting in there spinning for an hour waiting for somebody, just like I am right now. And then too many Dunners popped up. And I got Tiger Woods. Look at that. From Quebec. The Quebec Patriots.
Yeah, great. That shouldn't be too bad. Great to the right a little bit. Bounce. Roll. Okay. Now, yesterday, I put on... Fuck, I should have watched the replay. I forget how much. Too much topspin on the second shot. I thought it was only about 4, but...
No, I think you put on around 5, and it should have been like 4, somewhere in that neighborhood. And I can tell you from my opponent's shot, the wind, that headwind, killed it. Like.
Oh yeah, I made it, but I had to go more to the right, so I'm a bit further back my second shot now too, but I had to do about, I don't know, maybe half overpower. I should have got some of those, maybe a small pack of those new balls for this account.
We'll see if I can just make it all the way over to the other side. Still clip the rough. You can see how much that laid that down. I was 3 rings away from that sand out on the other side of the fairway, and where I hit was just barely in front of the sand. So headwind here is definitely going to kill it. I have no notes on what to do to the cup because you really don't have a shot to the cup.
that was a horrible grate. Come on, girl, help me out. Oh, thank you, girl. Man, that would have been interesting to see if I would have hit that perfect. I don't know how close it would have been, but it would have been dancing, that's for sure.
.27. It's 2.1 per ring. I'm gonna do a ring and a half. I'm trying to set this up with max curl. And I hit it great to the right. If I was going to hit a great one way or the other, great right works better. So I was 2 rings off, and I probably need to be 2.5 if I was going to do a max curl shot to bring it around towards the cup. And that was with right at 4 topspin, and I probably could have used like 3.5. I think I was using 3 something, but I did like...
Yeah, I did, about 3.5 topspin, and it was pretty close to the right amount. I hit really great right, so I didn't end up on the green, but I was almost pin high.
I'm past the pin, but the speed wasn't too bad, but if I took off like maybe a quarter of a tick of topspin, the spin would have been good. It's a blind shot no matter what. It's definitely a lower percentage Albie shot.
I also had a 4 spin ball, so that also helped me with my terrible grade.
I don't like
beer ball, beer ball, beer ball. Okay, Thailand, man, you can go play the next hole. I'm going to go talk to the beer cart girl. I got Scooby. Oh, no, not Scooby. Scobby.
What's amazing on this hole, though, is I was on the fringe, and I hedged my bet with the wind, and the wind was a factor. I couldn't play the normal topspin because it was, whenever you get on a hole where the ball guide is going wonky like that, you need to get closer to the cup and not run out as much topspin. But I found every time I've taken the shot on this hole, wind has been a factor, even when you're super close.
I should call the city and tell them to build a wall behind my fence so that I don't have to listen to the fucking traffic. Such a nice day. I want to sit on the porch and play, but traffic's way too fucking loud. That's all you hear.
I used to play out on my back porch, but it depends on the time of the day. Like, there's times of the day you can go outside and there's traffic because I have a busy street behind our house. But we're like 30 feet above the street and there's a retaining wall. But, if I walked out and looked over the fence, the road's right there, down 30 feet. But there's times of the day, man, it's super noisy. You can't hear it in the house because all the living space is that's on the west side of our house, and all of our living, like common living space stuff, is on the east side of the house. So
this place is fucking back asswards because the patio door here to go to the deck is off what's supposed to be the master bedroom, and then there's another bedroom beside it, but it's at quote unquote the back of the house. But the front street is like a little crescent. It's fucking quiet as hell, and then the backyard is like one of the busiest streets in town. It's like everything. There's Fed, Glennon Road, Murphy, Michigan, Vital, and Brock. So yeah, like one of the 7 or 8 busiest streets in town. And then there's a frickin' U-Haul place right across the street from my backyard. So people are always pulling in out of there with trailers and trucks. Yeah, it's fucking loud. That's why I just usually sleep on my couch.
I'm trying to see if I can write an equation in this. What freaking hole are we playing? 1.3. plus 0.02 or 0.2. So the only variable here is that one. All right.
Yeah, I'm wondering if the plus 0.2, because it's not headwind this time, so I'm just going to try it plus 10 at minimum to start.
Well, hopefully we'll get matched up. Okay, we've sat here, if you were just playing and weren't sitting here shooting videos while you were playing, I mean, come on. Either this guy's stalking us. He's stalking you. That's the deal.
He's like, yeah, I want to play that guy.
I want to play that guy.
That way when I fuck up, he'll save me again.
All right, you ready?
I think so. Hold on a second. Power 1, sniper, plus 10. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Spinning.
Dots.
And I'll back out.
Yeah, still spinning.
Still getting in too fast. It's just been luck or bad luck that one player is playing, because they're the only ones playing right now other than us. So I go first. 2.4. 2.23 rings. What ball was I bringing? I was bringing a Navigator. Hey, God damn it. I know what the fucking stats are. That's why you have that on there, you dumb sons of bitches. Jesus. Hey, Jesus. Fuck. Well, are you sure? Are you sure? Sure? No. Are you sure? No. Well, here's those numbers. Are you sure? Well, just so you know, these are the numbers. No, I know that the numbers are right next to it, but just so you know.
Go in.
And it killed it. And that's the deal right there. That's almost the rough bump in the fairway thing. It's too high up on the hill.
Yeah, I think that is most likely.
Do you know that a Navigator is a Power 1 side spin 1, wind resistant 2? There's only 16 different ways that you can see that when you pull up your club card trading.
2-4.
Now see, I was about where you are, and you're a white ring away from the transition, or the separation between the white and the clear ring. 4 rings. Let's be playdemic. There's 16 different ways to do it. You're 1 ring away from max on the transition between the fairway and that rolled out nice.
Close.
That rolled out nice. But at least you got the rollout.
Yeah. Take the small victories, I guess.
I hope whoever got the gold star above their name for all, like there was a team of people and they threw them a party and they went, hey, we're going to say thanks to the team that put together the club card trade or the ball sorting. What a great job. Good job, everybody. And they got little stars next to their name.
After 2.5 years of everyone bitching about it. At least 2.5 years. Yeah, like, I mean, could you epic fail it anymore?
Well, you know what happens when you're constipated.
So much time to do it, and it was like the one thing that everyone wanted the most was just a simple way to fucking be able to sort through their balls really quickly. And they had all this time, and then they tease us, oh, it's coming out in the spring. Okay, well, I don't know, it's spring now. Still spring. Oh, it's gonna be summer. Hey, we're gonna bring it out tomorrow. And oh yeah, it's pure shit, by the way.
Yeah, because you know what happens
whatsoever.
You know what happens when you're constipated and then you're not constipated anymore? A bunch of shit. That's what happened. So that's exactly.
Oh man, this is gonna be tough with the fucking big topper.
Now, is this the hole we epic failed on the other day?
Yeah, it is. headwind too. I ended up getting across with my big topper, but
Kingmaker.
whatever.
The Kingmaker. Dun 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 dun. Kingmaker.
That's gonna be berserker. Big topper.
I must have outdrove my opponent. Drive your ball farther than your opponent. Hey, all I got to do is hit a perfect putt. That'll probably take me 3 games to do that.
Was that the challenge thing?
Yeah.
I never pay attention. Oh, I got some chess.
What?
I got one though. What did I get? Probably one that I have to pay for. No. Win a game against someone with more trophies. Oh, drive the ball further. You can do that one. Right here.
All right.
Okay. No epic fail. 3, 2, 1, go. Dots.
Dots and
Spinning.
too many dinners. That was a 7 count. When you say go, I start at 2, and it's 2, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007. So I think maybe that's the route. I'm gonna do a 2-ring pool, which is a 10% adjustment, and we'll see if that was enough. And I'm going to squeak just a rub the nubs just a little. Hitting it perfect. And I probably could have did a 20% adjustment on that, because if I hadn't rubbed the nubs, that was pretty, from where I was at, I was halfway and I hit 3/4 of the way down in that rough patch.
5 miles an hour.
Well, you're using a berserker. So that'd be like a 3-ring pull. Well, that's a 2.4. So that's 6 divided by 2.4. Was that 2.5 rings?
Yeah, they got 2.4. I always get a little bit nervous. That's a bad camera. That's a really bad camera. How the fuck did it come up that short? For Christ's sakes.
Okay, I need to make this and save your ass. 1.2 times 3 equals
save my ass.
0.9. It's a 4. That ain't gonna happen. I'm kind of in a spot. It's 4 rings. I don't know if I have 4 rings to pull out. I pulled back as far as I could. That's 3/4 of a ring at least. Hitting it perfect. Oh, not quite enough overpower.
I'm gonna add another 10% of the drive. 3.6 now, right?
Yeah, so 3.6 times 1.3 equals, divided by 2.4, be 2 rings. It's 1.95, but I would definitely round that ass up.
2 rings. seen that coming.
Yeah, but that's the side right there. It's not bad to hit a grate, but the other side is really bad. And even and I'm definitely thinking that it's where that red line issue is. If I want to take that, I need to bring out my a 4-power ball.
This is not supposed to be the hole to lose. Although I can see this happening to a fair number of people as well.
I'm going to change that up because of where my red line, and the last couple times we played this hole, I had that red line issue, but the wind wasn't blowing quite so head. And if you want to take the rough up, Goliath is definitely what you're gonna. Man, I don't even know if you can get there with a freaking Goliath.
It's just that weird. Let's go -5, 3, 1, max, 1, 7. Ish.
Well, you would think it would be a minus number, but get in the hole.
Maybe +10.
Well, I've got +20 at 0.9, which is even adding on more. So that's why that whole elevation thing is all BS. That's 2 rounds in a row.
Apparently, I drove you there. What a stupid thing. Drive the ball further than your opponent. Yeah. Into the water, I guess.
Okay, this hole here, hole number 6. This was the 3 tops. Which way's the wind blowing? Wind's blowing kind of like it was yesterday. 3 tops. I'm at the +3 mark with 4 topspin. I'm taking my number 1 bag and a Kingmaker.
No, you probably didn't spin, yeah. Perfect tailwind, though. This should be one to dial in.
And I don't know why I didn't start setting this shot up from the very beginning with a rock instead of or a QB instead of a extra mile, but I'm committed to the extra mile now, and with this tailwind, it gets close. Are you ready?
Yep. 3, 2, 1, go. Dots.
Spinning dots and too many donors. All right. We got our Timon down. Four top spin. +3. Ring and half. No overpower. Oh, that's bad. I don't have as much room on that side as I do on the other. Because of that right there. All right, I guess I'll just have to sink it from there. And this was just a straight up shot to the cup. Perfect.
Lots of room there.
What's funny is when you look at the overview of this, it doesn't look like we're that far away. Like right here, it doesn't look like we're that far away, but you're freaking long iron away. Like, what's the deal? .3. 1.2 rings. No, 1.15. That was a perfect 1.15 adjustment. Perfect. And that was not perfect.
As long as it stays up.
Nah, it'll stay on there, but perfect would have been close. That was like a 2-ring grate. It felt like it was 2-ring grate, but it might have just been 1. 170. It's all the same thing.
Oh, don't be a prick. There we go. Put it back. I remember. This is the one I was thinking of that I didn't play properly yesterday. One whole ring.
1 whole ring. I think that was only like a .999 adjustment.
It's a good side to miss on, though. It's going to slow it back to the cup regardless. Not that much, though. Oh, man. Perfect would have been nice to see. That's definitely doable. Definitely.
Definitely. Kmart sucks.
So much water.
In the hole. All right. Nothing spectacular.
I need to figure out how to get 2 of these next holes. I'd like to.
Well, let's just get all 3 of them and then we can call it a day. Need to pick up something. I'm thinking, you know, like the conversation starts at -28. So -28 is going to get you up towards the top, and anything better than that. So you need to pick up at least a couple per side. And there's definitely opportunities. There's opportunities to screw up, and there's holes that you really don't have an opportunity, but.
Oh, this stupid one. I forget what adjustment I was using. I was close yesterday, though.
I know that I was starting 3 rings off that sand, and I was going to try a backboard. I was actually going to practice this hole and try to use the backboard because it seems like there's a backboard on this hole. Hey, let's do 1 practice round on this hole.
All right, let me get some.
And I'm just gonna.
Eggs ready.
I'm gonna do I'm gonna bring a katana to this party, and see if there is a backboard, because I think that area. And the deal is, let me draw it down here on the screen. The area where we're hitting, there's a sand trap right here, and I've been 3 rings off of that sand trap, and the pin's up here. But this area that we're hitting here is like this. And so if you hit to the right, or if you over pull the wind to the right, the ball will end up going to the left. Same thing on the other side. If you over pull or hit a grate to the left, the ball is going to end up going to the right. And so there really is just like 1 spot. So not only do you have to hit it perfect, but you have to get your wind adjustment abso-freaking-lutely perfect. Because if you over pull or under pull, it's super going to affect which side it goes on. And those types of shots are fine sometimes on some holes, but I'm going to see if there's a way to get up closer and use the backboard and come back down to the cup. That's what I'm doing. And then so normally the way it works like this is that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go up there and try and see if I can get closer. But what'll end up happening is whatever Dunner's doing, that's probably what you should do. Because he'll end up making it, and then I'll end up there dinking around. Because
I forget what the number was, though. For some reason, I want to say 20. I'm going to start at 20.
Well, I did a 20 the other day, 2 times, hit perfect, and ended up going to the left. And so and the wind was coming from the right-hand side, so I over pulled it, and I ended up on the slope, and it pushed me off. So I'm not sure.
Yeah, because I hit it, yesterday, I hit it great yesterday. I hit it great right, and I was like, watch. If all things are proper, it's going to end up going left. And it was exactly where I thought it was going to go. So
yeah, and yesterday
my adjustment was good.
Well, the day before yesterday, I didn't do any. I just did a 1-to-1, and I hit it perfect, and it still ended up on the left. So it was like, hey, either we need to set it up with a little bit of side spin so that it's actually setting up, aiming to the right hand side of the cup or right off the right hand side of the cup. It's going to be one of those deals. I'm going to see what happens if you just go for the cup. Let me see if I have. Hold on before I get too jiggy here. Let's see if in my utility bag. Yeah, I'm going to switch that up for a Guardian. This is my bag that has a Goliath in it, so we'll go that route. All right, I'm ready.
For practice?
Yep.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, practice. Does.
Okay, is there a backboard here? Well, damn.
I don't think there's too much one.
I don't like hitting off those hills either. That hill's just as bad as the other one.
It's a great hole. I mean, I think everyone should get a hole on this one. No problem.
I'm not sure there is a little teeny bit of a backboard there, but I'm not sure it'll get any setback, but I think it will. Yeah, when you're playing in these types, there is a flat spot right down there, kind of where Dunner's at, and everything else is going uphill to the left or uphill to the right. Like looking at the hole, it just seems like right in this area there's a flat spot right on the green, like right in front of where Dunner's at. Perfect.
Too much backspin, or not enough of a pull. I don't know. It's pretty close to where it was supposed to land.
I don't know that it'll draw it back to the cup at all. Let's see, 3.2. Getting it perfect. And that didn't roll out like I thought it would at all. And I'm like 7,000 feet from the cup. There was definitely no pullback on it, no drawback. There's actually a spot out there, if I would have pulled back a little bit, I think I would have got more, the backspin would have been more effective with less backspin because of the hill, if any of that makes any sense. 1.3 times. So I still have no idea. No idea. I'm gonna do something similar. I'm gonna use my Guardian, and I'm gonna work that spot down there. I don't feel like my chances are good anyways. Are you ready?
I'm just gonna go plus 10. Yep. 3, 2, 1, go. Dots.
Dots and too many dunners.
It's time. Most likely going to be 5 rings.
What a hilly. Perfect. Killing. Yeah, I mean,
plus 50.
That right there is probably the close. That's closer than I think I've come in any shot to it. So
I was closer yesterday when I hit great.
Hey, get where I can see you, damn it.
Get over.
472. I'm gonna do just like a massive adjustment. Let's see. Hitting it perfect. Ooh.
Oh.
I like the speed rolling through. I did a 30% adjustment at 1.1 per ring, and I definitely left my ball guide long of the hole. I had like the fourth bounce in the cup, and it released and rolled out. So I can say that that's the closest that I've been to the cup.
Okay. I think 8's doable, though. I can't remember what it was. So Richard was saying he got 6 and 8. But I'm like, well, you got 4. And showed us that shot on 4. Unless that was someone else. Pretty sure that was one of his accounts, though.
Well, I think he got 2 also, didn't he?
Yeah. Today or in the opening round, yeah.
Well, we've had pretty good. I know number 9 is a definite opportunity. I mean, that's like, if you hit it perfect, you got a great shot at that one. Hole number 8. Oh, okay.
Oh, right. Kingmaker.
I'm using an APOC and a Kingmaker. And I'm trying to get as deep on that side as possible. I'm doing a blind curl shot, so I'm working on my curl topspin. I've only taken a shot one time, and it made it over there, but I left some distance on the table.
Let's get rid of some of these stupid balls.
All right, I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
Spinning. Dots and too many downers. I wonder if we could have some success doing this, trying to play like Tour 8.
What's that?
I'm wondering if we could have some success like this playing like Tour 8.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I find it's always harder on tour play.
.1. It's 1.5 per ring, so that's a ring and a third.
I would try a slice on my other account for fun.
And that was white ring off on the right hand side. It should clip the rough right here and then bleed out. So I could put some more, that angle I could put on probably 2 more topspin and either still clip the rough and bleed out farther or miss the rough and come through. So next time through I'm going to change that from 3.5 topspin to, let's say 5.
Yeah, I think I'm convinced with this, especially with this wind, there's a way you can get all the way across.
Well, you probably could. Like if we brought out especially one of the topspin boost balls, especially the low wind I should have brought out that Power 5 ball that they were selling with that's 0 wind, 5 side spin, topspin boost. It does everything but blow your nose.
I don't even know if you need that though. If you could set it up where you could do a slice, I think the momentum of that with even a Power 3 ball would. You might have to use Berserker, maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna try it on my other account for fun, on a practice or something. Because if you can set it up with a regular Titan or Berserker even, and you get it up on the fairway, you might be able to get it on the green if you had one of those boost balls.
Oh, fuck. Oh, the wind was blowing perfect. All you had to do is hit that perfect, dumbass. Now would have been in the hole. Damn it. Damn it.
Did you do anything extra? No?
I did plus 20. Plus 20 at 0.9 per ring. And I know that that's not what the book says when you're using a 3-power ball, but I'm telling you, this Grizzly is not. And what's weird about it is that 0.9 per ring is a bigger pull than 1 per ring. The Grizzly hits funny, and I've been playing with it now for a couple years, and I'm still not fully happy with it. But the way the wind's blowing, shit, if you hit it perfect, it goes in the hole.
It's because it's an inferior long iron.
No, that should be in the hole. Get in the hole. There you go. That's the video right there. All you had to do is hit it perfect. Oh, you got to be shitting me. That's in the freaking hollow in the circle. Right? Like, that is crap right there.
You son of a bitch.
That's why we need square holes in golf.
Yeah. Or like that, that old commercial. I forget what it was for. But, I forget. It was, the gist of it was making things a lot, like, super easy or something. I don't know if it was probably something stupid like a razor or something. But they were using like a golf course as an example. So like Buddy goes up the tee off and his driver's like fucking 2 feet square. When he hits it, then he's on the green and he's putting to the cup and like the hole's like fucking 5 foot diameter. Can't miss type deal. I forget what it was about though. I mean, shit. I wonder how much those people get paid. I could come up with better ideas for commercials than most of these idiots do.
Freaking razors are expensive. Well, I mean, like for a fairly good razor, I mean, it's...
Yeah, I usually get the Gillette ones, and it's like... They come with disposable cartridges or whatever, and you just keep using the same razor. I buy the one and it comes with like 2 extra blades in it or something. And then as soon as they're run out, I just throw the whole thing out and go buy a whole brand new razor because it's cheaper than buying the refill for the fucking blades.
Well, if you're a guy and the Venus, the Lady Venus razors, they're triple bladed, they've got the little soap strip on them. Those things are the best razor I've ever used in my life, and they will last. Like I can get one and I shave a couple times a week, once a week, and my beard and stuff grows out really fast. I mean, if I go 2 weeks, I've got a full beard, and where I'll have to clip it off with my clippers and then shave. And so my razors will last me, they'll last me a year. You know, if you keep them clean and stuff, that you can go. And I have 2. I have one for my first pass and then one for the up pass. And my wife got in the shower the other day and was like, hey, I forgot to bring my razor in there, and I used one of yours to shave my legs. And it was like, you know, if you take a grinder to a razor and then try and shave with it, that's what it feels like after a lady has shaved her legs with a man's razor. Okay, like it was, I just shaved hair, just like the thing. It's like taking a pair of scissors and cutting wood with it, and then plastic, you know, like, or fabric. I have fabric scissors and paper scissors, and totally ruined. I told her, you might as well just take it out, it's ruined. Ruined my razor. It's like you got to take out a second mortgage to buy razors. What's the deal?
Yeah, and I should go invest in one. I used to have an electric one that I would use because at work I got to be clean shaven every day. So some places are a bit more lenient than others, but so if I can just every other day hit it with an electric razor, that usually keeps it low enough they don't say fuck all, and then I'll shave her once hardcore on the weekend. That should be good for a couple days.
Well, for 16 years I had to shave every day, and so I don't do that anymore. So I screw that. Hey.
Oh, when I don't have to shave, I don't.
Yeah.
Like there was a couple summers ago, I had a job and I didn't shave, and I had a freaking beard all summer, and then I had to shave it off, and then I had a completely freaking beard tan going on. It was hilarious.
Well, I started growing
my cheeks were all red, my forehead, it was all like dark, and then I shaved my beard, and it's all light.
I started growing a mustache when I had a full mustache when I was in the 9th grade. And in wrestling, if you can't have stubble, so you have to shave. But if you've got if your hair's grown out, then they don't care. So I could keep my mustache. The only time I had to shave my mustache off was when I was in the military through basic, and then you could grow a mustache. So I went that 13 weeks without a mustache, and then but that's the first time in my life since I was 9th grade. I was 13, so I started growing a mustache when I was 13. I tore my lip off, my upper lip. I got injured when I was about 6 years old, and shredded my upper lip, and it's got a lot of scarring. So my uncle told me when I was like 9 or 10, he goes, well, start shaving that peach fuzz off and you'll grow us. And so I did. I started shaving when I was like 10 years old, shaving my mustache area, and I was able to, by the time I was 13, I was able to grow a mustache. I went through the puberty stage, and then everything kind of kicked in. And so if I shave my mustache off today, hell, it takes like 2 days and I got a new mustache.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never never been into the mustache thing.
I just did it to hide the scars, and so nobody knows that I have all those scars up there. So.
Yeah.
And now they're just like spider web scars and stuff, but it bugs me if I get it really close, I can still see them in there. All right, hole number 9. What were we taking? Why did I have a rock?
Extra mile katana ball.
I'm taking a rock. I'm taking my number 2 bag. Number 2 with a Kingmaker. Well, it seemed like I could, but I wanted to hit with a Grizzly. So I needed a power 3 ball because there was a red line issue.
Big topper for my top spin on this first shot.
Yeah, but I think that you were using a katana, but the last time we played this hole, weren't you having like a slight, you didn't quite get as far as you wanted, and wasn't there like a slight red line issue even with the Goliath?
I don't know.
We'll find out.
I thought it was fine.
Okay. All right, I'm ready.
I just don't know if I need a big fucking. Well, let's go with extra mile. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Spinning. Dots. Too many downers. Dun 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 dun. I go first. Three, 1. Hitting it perfect. All right, this is a plus 10 minus 2. Minus 0.2. I'm going to sound like Hammer and Hank with the adjustments here. I'm doing a 0.9 per ring with my Grizzly. I'm doing plus 10 minus 0.2.
Not enough variables.
Not enough.
Maybe like if the wind is 3.2 or higher, then do plus 0.2. But if it's 2.1, just do it normal. And then if it's 4.6, do plus 0.3 instead. Yeah, they were a little off the wall sometimes, but
no, I mean they were definitely good. I mean he had his shit down, that's for sure. 3.35 rings.
Wonder if he's totally given up or what. I know it's summertime, so he's probably golfing for real. He does that. It does like the amateur tour, doesn't he?
Yeah. 3.35. Hitting it perfect. Get in the hole. Ooh, and I still slightly overpulled it, and I took off the 0.2. Oh.
I'm just going to do 0.
What would that have been if I'd have did the 1?
Oh, I remember I did make it plus 10, but it was at club. So
that'd have been 3 instead of 3 point.
Pretty close to mid.
Instead of minus 0.2, 3, 3, 3.
1.6. I'm gonna go 1.7.
That would have been close. without the minus 0.2. Oh. Let's see what it would have taken to get to that number.
Good. Oh, you. Yeah. How did I?
Yeah, that's right. That's right where I missed mine.
I didn't even do a plus 10. I did mid club. I needed to go like minus 0.2. So what's that? Minus 10 at mid. I wonder if that would work with different wind though.
Yeah, and our numbers right there on how we approached that were like so totally different. We ended up hitting exactly the same shot. That's what's funny about this game.
So what did I say? That was 3.6? Yeah. So if the wind was 2.4, yeah, that doesn't work out the same. So mid minus 0.2. Well, that kind of sucked.
I'm not even sure how I ended up with that.
3 eagles, and I dropped one. Oh well.
Well, you ended up with a minus 12 though, right?
Yeah, I got 12, so.
We need to pick up something, but at least you didn't drop anything off the minimum.
No.
I got 2 people that have shot 9 with minus 13. I know that there's 2 solid holes that we can pick up stuff. There's definitely one of the par 3s. The first par 3, I think the hole we just played, hole number 9, there's a great opportunity there.
Damn, buddy shot 15 for 9. 4, 5, 8.
All right. That was the front side of the opening round. We're at the clubhouse. We're going to go in there and tell everybody we shot. I'm going to tell everybody we shot an 18. Like, holy shit, Dunner shot an 18. I know he's not on the leaderboard yet, but they haven't put him up there, so.
Then all of a sudden your pants catch on fire.
Liar, liar. Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, if you can't tell lies playing golf, come on. You know, we have to abide by all these rules when we're on the course and stuff, but that doesn't mean we have to tell people what we really shot. That's why they don't give you pens when you go get a scorecard. They give you a pencil.
With my buddy Frank, he was, yeah. It's like, whatever, man. Would you get that hole, Frank? Oh, I got a par. Yeah, you hit 2 of them into the woods, so
yeah,
whatever. Par it is.
Yeah.
Fuck, one time we were playing and the weather started to get a little crappy right on our last couple holes or whatever, and there was only 3 of us. We all went together, and fucking same dude, he goes up and he, like, we finished off the 17th, and I think it started to spit or something. He goes up and he tees off on the 18th hole, hits it, hops in the cart, drives up, plays us, and he's like, me and my buddy are getting ready to tee off, and he's on the green putting out. Like, okay, man, good playing with you, I guess. What'd you get there? Let me guess, par, right? Or no, it's 18th. You probably got a birdie, right? Okay. Yeah, I got a birdie there. Yeah, right on. Cool.
Yeah.
Let's get in the car, Frank. We have to drive all home together. Good thing you rushed through that hole to get to the car and wait for us.
Well, I got a buddy that likes to play, you know, you bet every hole, and then you can carry it over. He'll want to push it over to the next hole and stuff. And if he gets way behind when you get to the turn, he'll want to sit in the clubhouse and have a few drinks and want to let you cool down a little bit and chill out so that maybe you'll get out of the groove. But he's like that.
Yeah.
He'll want to play for money, and then he'll want to kick the ball and do some stuff. And, well, man, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Like, dude, that went in the fucking trees. Well, it must have bounced off one of the trees and ended up, like, in this perfect spot. It's like, all right, Tommy.
Yeah.
And his name is Tommy, so... No.
Yeah.
But he owns a house.
I actually have a buddy who's pretty decent. Well, I don't know. probably not. I don't think he plays as much anymore. But when I first got here and started playing regularly, I went with him, and he was pretty decent. He'd been golfing most of his life, but so he would always hit like a nice draw off the tee all the time. Boom, nice draw. And for whatever reason, when he would hook it, and he would go. It was like, oh fuck, see you later, ball. That's going in the trees. And then boom, you'd hear it hit a tree. And then we drive up there, and sure as shit, it would bounce out of the trees and be like 20 yards up the fairway further. It's like, what the fuck? He's like, is that your ball? Yeah, that's my ball. I'm like, how? And this like happened multiple times. Like almost every time you hit it in the woods, it would spit it back out. It's like, what? How do you? Must be the draw action on it or something. I don't know.
Yeah, a little bit of luck.
I can't really hit a draw, so.
We have several courses up here. If you don't hit it in the fairway, I don't care what happens. You're going to be dropping a ball because you're not getting it. And even if you find it, you're still going to be dropping a ball because you ain't hitting it out of the underbrush. Because our forests here aren't like where you can walk through the forest. We're one step away. These are like subtropical forests, and you're one step away from having to bring a machete. And like you're not like the Oregon Coastal Range and even the western side of the Cascades where I live at, the forest is a struggle. I mean, you know, with all of the underbrush and the berries and all the rest of the crap, you're not just going to go out there and hit your ball out of it. When you're in these courses in town, they keep all that stuff clean so you can hit out from under the trees, but we've got several courses on the Oregon coast that have a lot of trees. Salishan comes to mind, and if you hit your ball off the fairway, you just drop a ball. You just take the penalty stroke. I mean, you know, they don't want you to be out there spending 20 minutes looking for a ball because even if you find it, you're not going to be able to hit it from there.
Yeah.
All right, that was the
I'm not really one that spends a lot of time looking.
No, Elkhorn's, their motto is, do you have enough balls to play Elkhorn? And they really mean it. You better and I will tell you, you better bring some balls when you go out there because you could easily, you know, you might have one of those days, and I play that course pretty conservative where I just try and stay in the fairway. I don't necessarily bring out my driver on every hole. I will go out there and bring my three iron or 4 iron and just put it right down the middle of the fairway and move along because I know, especially when you're playing against the other players, they're going to end up getting in the woods and getting a penalty. So if you can just play consistent, you're going to kick their ass.
Yeah.
But I've gone out there.
I don't spend no fucking $5 a ball on Pro Vs or fuck all either. I just go to the lake. Well, the store here is Canadian Tire, and I suppose Walmart does it too, but just get those fucking buckets full of the reload, they call them.
Yeah.
Where it's like balls that were found, cleaned up or whatever, and put in the pack. They normally separate them by brand, so you can get like you get like 100 balls for like $20 or something like that.
Well,
you can get them that they're all Callaway, they're all Titleist, or they're all Top Flight, whatever, you know.
In the late 80s, early 90s, I taught scuba, and I had left the country and was working in the Caribbean as a tour guide. But when I was here, the shop that I worked for, one of the guys that came in and took lessons from us, he goes around to golf courses and will dive in their lakes, in their ponds and stuff, and get balls out. He'll dredge them, get the balls out. And he has arrangements worked out with each one of the golf courses. So you can go to his house. I know him, so I can go to his house and go, hey, I need some balls. And he'll go like, hey, how many you want? And give me a really good deal. And there's some of them that have been damaged. They've been in the water forever and a day. But most of the balls are just, you know, shit, somebody hit it in the water. It's only been hit once.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it. And he'll
I don't know. I don't think I want to do that. I don't know.
He'll hook me up.
I psych myself out for shit like that. It's like, okay, I look at that pond. I can't see fucking 2 feet into the water. I'm not going in there. If I can't see to the bottom, I don't know what's in there. I'm not going in. I've seen the shit that's on golf courses. Giant fucking snapping turtles. We don't have no alligator and shit like that around here, obviously, but
yeah, we don't have
critters that'll fuck you up.
We don't have that's part of the thing up here where I live at. We don't have any poisonous snakes. We don't have any poisonous spiders. We don't have snapping turtles. We don't have alligators. We don't have any of that stuff. So you may be dealing with some fish that are in it, or some frogs, or some of that, or just the general muck. But it's not too bad going in there and getting them out. But he does pretty good at it. I mean, like I said, he
oh, for sure.
You know, does pretty good. It was definitely worth him taking the courses and buying the gear. He bought a full face mask, so he doesn't have a regular regulator, so he doesn't have to worry about getting that muck in his nose, or and he's got a full face deal.
Yeah.
All right, there you have it. We will catch you on the back. Minimum score. Let's see if we can do better. Thanks for watching.